Dear students, welcome to the e-learning session. This initiative has been taken by Cambridge International School, Dusua. Hello, I am Navdeep, working as PGT IP here. Students, in the series of operations that we are performing on data frames, today we will do the deletion operation only, but see how it is done. Today we are going to perform the same deletion operation but now on a file. So students, it's very important to understand the different concepts we are taking each day. We are adding operation on a uh, first on a simple data frame, then we go with the multi-index data frame, and then today we will discuss how to apply the same operation deleting on a file, CSV file. So moving further, so these are the topics that we have covered: descriptive stat and different operations like aggregate, group by, sorting and deleting. First we covered the descriptive functions like this, mean, median, mode, and so on. So here it's important to understand the meaning of each and every function. Students, next in aggregate we know that what happens in an aggregate function that basically applies on a group of data. There, so that is when we are applying a operation on multiple rows. So that is what we have in a aggregation operation. Then group by, like we took the example of the same NBA file and we grouped the data based on the teams and applied different combinations. So group by is also equally important, and the same operation is available in database also. Students, then we applied the sorting operation on a data frame. We basically covered the four combination. By default, the order, we arrange the data in the ascending order. We can explicitly mention the descending order, and then we discuss two cases that how we can apply the sorting on multiple columns. So we discussed here two different scenarios. Deleting, we are already applying this deletion operation, and for this we have a drop function in pandas, and how we can remove the rows and columns using index label or column name. So this was the first scenario that we discussed a data frame PQRS, and then we removed column Q and R using drop statement, and we mentioned here in the second parameter axis is equal to 1. So axis is equal to 1, that is the operation is performed on the columns. Then we discussed how we can remove the rows based on the index value. So students, here you can see the index values are 0, 1, 2, and we removed in the command at the top side. Clear that the command is containing the index value 0 and 1, so that's why these two will be removed, and we will find this resultant or data frame. Moving forward, uh, then we discussed a very great scenario that was drop columns and rows of a multi-index data frame. Student, till the date, the last lecture, we have not discussed this concept in detail. So this is very interesting concept. First of all, we made a multi-index data frame. So students, here you can see in level 1 we have basically uh, at first level of index we have three animals: deer, dog, and eagle. Then at the second level of index we have their corresponding speed, weight, and length, and finally we have their values in the form of big and small. Okay, so that the same operation you see here, the picture gives you a better form that how the data looks like. So here in this case you can see the at the level 1 we have deer, dog, and eagle. At level 2 we have speed, weight, and length. Codes, codes basically represents the index value basically, and then at the rightmost we have big and small values of the corresponding speed, weight, and length of the corresponding animals. So students, this pictures gives us a better clarity of multi-index data frame. This is just equivalent to multi-dimensional sort of a arrays. Clear? Generally we go with the two-dimensional array, and but in real life we may encounter multi-dimensional sort of a environment. So you can easily compare it with your mathematics concept of matrices. Students, next is that we applied the operation on the multi-index. So here we removed the first index, first level index, so dog, and then we applied the same operation with the column small. So we removed this column small for all the three level 1 index, and also removed the level 1 index dog. And here in the final scenario that what we applied the operation on a second level index. So on second level index we remove the length. Clear? So that is called as the level 1, but technically this is the second level index we have. So similarly we can apply the operation at second level, first level. So this is very important in multi-level multi-index data. So coming to the today's topic, students, now next we are going to perform dropping rows by index label on a from a file. So this is our today's task. So let's move to the Jupyter notebook. So students, coming to the Python platform. So our topic is dropping rows by index label. So students, see, this is very interesting one. So now we are going to remove the rows from a data frame that will basically import the rows from the file. So basically the operation is now on the file. So first step is import pandas as pd. So you see here, next step is making the data frame from the NBA file. So students, here we perform the basic step. Data is equal to pd dot read function, read underscore csv, to read a csv file that is present in the e drive. Should be in quotes, e drive, and then n nba nba.csv. So this is my file name, and this I am going to apply the operation on. The second parameter is index. Index column is equal to, we make it name as a index column. Clear? So name of the name parameter attribute of the NBA file. So students, before we go into details, have a look at the NBA file. So this is our NBA file that we are using for our last number of lectures also. So first we have a name of the player, their corresponding team, player. Next is their number, and then is their position, then is their age, height, weight, and so these are the different attributes of the NBA file. So now we will first fetch the data from this and see how we apply the deletion operation here. So moving back to our Python. So now my next step is that I want to first see the output from the data frame. So print data. So here you can see the data frame. You see the program is running. My star shows that the data is running. So our main aim is how to drop the past values. So we'll pass certain values uh, from our program, and that will get deleted from the data frame. So first of all, we will have a look at the data frame. So students, the output is here. Finally, you can see these are the list of name like Avery, Joy, John. So these are the names are appearing. So we have all the records are appearing here, and see here. Now we want to remove certain rows from this one. So our task is, that is, dropping the past values. So now the value that I am going to pass here will get deleted. So data is my data frame dot drop method there. So then the values I want to pass should be in a form of a list, double quotes. First is Avery Bradley. Let's say I also want to delete Crowder. Okay, so let's say these two values I want to delete, and the second parameter I will pass here, in place is equal to true. Clear? Because true is a keyword, so that should be as it is. So what is the meaning of in place, students? Students, what the in place parameter does, in place parameter makes changes in the original data frame if true. Clear? So this is the meaning of that in place attribute passed in the drop function. So students, now when you run this one, now students, when you see the output again, so now you see that Avery Bradley and Joe Crowder are basically gone from the data now here. So let's say we want to remove one more. So you can see that the Avery Bradley and Joe Crowder are now removed. Similarly, now let's say now this is our students, this is our remainder data frame. So let's say now I want to remove the John Holland from the data frame. Now see how this happens. I have already noted down the code here. So see, this time I want to remove the John Holland. You see in the previous result, John Holland was appearing here. Clear? This is the third record. So when I basically I have written this type of code, and now I want to drop John Holland from the rows. Clear? So when I run this code, so you see this in the next output. Clear? The John Holland is not coming, but the previous ones have came back, and John Holland is now out of the record. So this is how we can remove the records based on the index label. Now students, see, next we want to basically uh, drop the dropping the columns with column. So this is the second method. In the first method, we have removed the rows based on the index label, and in the second case, now we are going to remove the columns based on the column name. So we are going to take the same file, only NBA file. So now this time our operation is different. So this time I am dropping the past column. So my this statement will now get changed. So see students, what are the changes are here. So I will remove this one now. Clear? So this time I will pass the column name. So first column name I pass is team. Second column name I pass is weight, that is there in the file, and I pass the axis as 1 because the operation is on column, and in place is equal to true. This is a keyword. Clear? So before students I run this program, just have a again look at the original data frame. So students, here you can see in the original data frame we have columns named as name, team, number, position, age, height, weight, and college and salary. Clear? So when I remove the these two columns, that is the team and weight, then you see the how the result looks like. With this command I will be able to remove the weight and team attributes of the from the data frame. Clear? So just run this one. And to see the output, print data. So on this one, so you see now the team and weight are gone now. So team and weight attribute are gone, rest are appearing. Similarly, here you can remove another, let's say I want to remove the college also. Clear? So when you go and run this one, so see students, in the output part now the college attribute is gone. I want to remove, let's say I don't want to see the position also. Clear? So like this you can remove any number of columns. So when you go and click the run button, so you see now the position is also now gone. So students, these operations are very vital and versatile. So we have applied it on a basic data frame also, then on a multi-index data frame also, and then on a CSV file also, the data frame made from a CSV file. So students, it's very important to remember that how the different combinations are we are using and how we are getting the output. I hope that you might have found the today's topic interesting, clear, and the best thing that you need to practice all these things. Clear? So if you have any query, you can contact me. So you can have a look at the resources. These are the resources that you can refer to. So in all my previous lectures I am sharing the resources that you can refer, but don't underestimate the importance of the textbook. So also follow your textbook side by side. Clear? So at the end of the session I thank you all for attending the session. Thank you very much.